Manifest America 3019. Sinister rebels are attempting to divide our great nation. But the Manifest News Network is here to keep us in line. And now 2 former rebels have joined our team. I repented. I conformed. I will guide you to manifest glory, and you will follow.
Hello, America. It's me, Jack. Yes, that Jack. 1/3 of the DC-3 Jack. The Jack who happened to help destroy Washington, D.C., Jack. I know what you're thinking. Why is a traitor on the Manifest News Network? Well, it's because this country is a country of second chances. And the Manifest took a second chance on me. And I'm gonna make good. That's why they've given me my own show that we like to call Let Freedom Screech. Every week, I'll be bringing you the true America with my, of course, fantastic friend, my lovely cohort.
UX813121 to you,
course.
Jack. Yes, your business correspondent, and I love taking time out of my busy schedule to come down here and join you, Jack.
It's always a pleasure. For this episode, we figured that we would get down and dirty and talk about some of the real issues that are going on in this country today. A particular hot button topic, of course, is immigration. A thing that absolutely, positively does not exist and can never exist, but we must always be prepared for the threat of that. And because we are so focused on getting the real America and the real God's people, I like to call them, we have brought in some very special guests to talk about what real Americans think of this issue. I would like to be proud to introduce our guests this evening, Daryl and Gerald. Welcome to Let Freedom Screech.
Oh, hey, thanks, man. We are honored to be here.
I'm Gerald,
And I'm Daryl.
and I just want to say I'm personally for imitation. I think it's the sincerest form of flattery.
No, Gerald, no, he said immigration.
Oh, I'm against that.
Well, it's always good to define and to know what we're working with, correct?
Yeah.
Well, imitation, sincerely, flattering, immigration, awful, terrible.
Well, I disagree there. I think
Oh.
that let's put this out on the table. I think immigration could be a really, really fantastic thing for this country.
Really?
What?
That is interesting, but okay. Where are you coming from here?
Also,
Well-
where are you from?
I'm from the clone farms.
That checks out.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Is that a dig?
Just
I mean,
commenting.
it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're not like a real American.
Right.
I think that if anyone is a real American here, it's me. All right. I started as someone low class, in fact, monster class citizen, but I've risen to the very top of this country.
You trying to tell me you're a Red Bull citizen now?
I am a full Red Bull citizen. You can cut my veins open and drink from it.
I can confirm I have seen this man bleed. He bleeds like the red on the American flag. So much and everywhere all at once. At least 13 times over in, parallel lines to each other. This is an interesting point, actually. There's a lot of tension. What is a real American? And that's why I brought you guys in. Not just because, you're real salt of the earth people or anything like that, but, you have put a revolutionary product out on the market. And if you guys could just...
Jack, we've got to be careful with that word.
groundbreaking and by-the-book product. Sorry, I'm learning, folks. Second chances. Groundbreaking new product. If you, Daryl, Gerald, if you guys could go into a little more detail on that.
Daryl wrote the last one, so if you want to go ahead, I'll let you go
sure,
ahead and
yeah,
talk
I'll
about
tell
the
him.
last one.
Well, it's called Make America Great.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, because it's always been great. It's the idea that everyone here, we got a lot of sympathizers, people that think immigration is a good idea.
Yeah, right here.
I'm looking at you. I didn't try and hide the fact that I was talking about you in the room.
That is true.
I think you could use this pamphlet. It's just an idea that I want everyone to be more American than they already are.
That's correct. What Daryl's talking about is a pamphlet.
No, a pamphlet.
A pamper.
A pamphlet?
Pamphlet.
Flan cake?
No.
A pan grit?
He said flan. There's nothing more un-American than
flan.
Wet dessert.
Yeah, it should be flaky
and dry.
And dry.
Like I like my women.
Well, that's how my parents made flan, actually. It was incredibly dry and incredibly flaky. It was a more American twist on an un-American abomination that then it became an American classic.
Exactly. It's an abomination. Yeah, an abomination.
Yep.
Like any immigrant would be an abomination. Anyone that thinks immigration is a good thing is an abomination. That's exactly the first sentence in our pamphlet. Immigration is an abomination. And we think that to be the most American, we have to forge together and have a hive mind about this.
Oh.
Yes.
I really think that you're misunderstanding the American way. The American way.
Oh, please enlighten us.
Oh, I will. The American way is about subjugating those lesser than you. Is it not?
I'm not going to subjugate in front of someone. I'm a gentleman.
That is, manners are important. That's fair. You know, there's a lot of takes here. You know, subjugation. That's certainly an opinion. That's certainly a prism through this grand spectrum. I, for one, you know, we're all just folks, right? You know, I think we should all be, as Americans, facing forward, facing the same direction. I think that if we're all on equal footing here, there's no need to subjugate because, you know, how are you going to subjugate from a guy who has the same physical strength as you do? You can't fight. It's too evenly matched.
We all start on equal footing, Jack, but some of us can climb higher than others.
Some people, yes, I know what you're saying. We agree on that, Clone Man, is that some people can climb higher because they are more athletic. They're more American. They were blessed with better genes. You may not understand that coming from a clone farm, but an American way is that we need to make ourselves stronger by keeping all the bad out. You don't even know what's out there. You don't know what they look like. What could they look like? They could have beards. They could have 3 eyes. I don't want to know.
They could have a thumb ring.
Gross.
Ooh, ugh. That brings up a good point. The thumb ring and also being stronger. And also being able to climb above others. Now, there has been some debate going on. Everyone, of course, knows about the coastal walls and how great and perfect and beautiful they are. I know because I was just handed a memo by the showrunner that said that is what I need to say right now. However, there is some debate about wanting to build a dome over. So that way, there is no way of anything climbing over and getting in. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I personally think, you know, when you said we all need to be looking forward, I think that's a great idea because if we have a wall, eventually an immigrant is going to have to look backwards to make sure that they are not going to fall. And that's not looking forward, therefore they shouldn't be in here. So if there's a dome, then literally they'd have to be looking forward, but they cannot get in. And that is sound logic.
I agree.
It's fair. I can't poke any holes in that.
Yeah.
Now UX, I don't want to say that we're playing devil's advocate or anything like here. I think that your viewpoint as a successful entrepreneur, with your, you know, wonderfully successful business, Yes Where Can, of course, you know, Kids Against Nature. What's your take on this? Only looking forward, never turning your neck backward.
I think that's a mistake. I think that if you don't check your back, someone's going to stab you in it. You've got to look behind you. Because those people that are behind you are the ones who are trying to reach up, grab your ankle, and pull you back into the dregs with them.
So you run with your face. You run looking backward. Yeah.
He runs.
Like,
who runs?
Yeah. Well, or you walk with your neck craned.
I do. I check behind me.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
That
if
makes
you're
no
running
sense.
forward, if you're running forward with your neck looking back, you're a contradiction.
If I could quote Andre 3000, he said, spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors. They dip.
That's fair. That's fair.
The
Now,
late, great
Gerald,
Andre.
or is it Daryl? I'm not sure.
You can call me Gerald.
Gerald. Gerald, listen, I think you've actually come up with a fantastic idea, and this is what it takes to be a great entrepreneur. Why don't we go in business together? Here's the idea, a hat with mirrors. That way you can check behind you without craning your head, without turning your neck around.
That's actually it's not the worst idea I ever heard. I mean,
What?
it's not bad.
I just need you to leave your business partner
My name
Daryl?
is Daryl, and I'm his twin brother. I'm not just his
Right.
business partner. I'm his twin brother.
I'm the money guy, you're the idea guy, and Daryl is out of the picture.
Now, UX813121 and Gerald, we got synergy, we got marketing, we got free thinking and all that stuff. But Daryl, I just got to say, I get that you have some reticence to this. I remember one of your previous pamphlets was all about protecting your neck. In fact, I believe it was titled Protect Your Neck.
It was, yes.
Yeah, now I feel like that had just a good, concise, common sense approach to protecting your neck without having to crane it, nor running backwards. And I just want to say I respect that.
Thank
I
you.
respect that.
Thank you for seeing the deeper meaning. There was a lot in there that I think went overlooked.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's talking about me. You know what? I might take you up on that offer.
What?
UX, because I am an ideas man, and I have some great ideas actually. I have an idea for a cup that you could see through, so you know how much liquid is inside. I have
That's called a glass.
I think that's a clear
Gerald.
cup.
That's a clear cup.
right. See, intuitive. I have another idea for
I mean, he's not wrong.
it's a protective case for your pictures. You can just hang up on your wall.
I think that is also a glass.
Right. Exactly.
Multifaceted uses. I mean, I like this.
You gonna turn your back on me after all these years?
Well, I mean, can I have some ideas too? Can I write some pamphlets?
I can't let you write pamphlets because you can't even say the name right.
It's pamphlets.
Look, there's a lot of talk about panflower going on around here. We are not here for breaking up sibling teams of pamphlet writing and all this. This is about bringing people together. That's what freedom is supposed to screech for. When that eagle, when it's just soaring over a crest and it's holding a baby turtle in its claws and it's dropping it down to get at that sweet, sweet turtle meat, it's not screeching division. No, it's screeching family. And that's really what America's about. And to that end, I would like to say just one more thing. To all of those troops, to all the troops down at our borders, protecting against a threat they have not seen in millennia, and whom have inbred horribly over the generations, and whom I will never touch with my own hands, because,
Yeah.
I like soup in bread, in like a bowl.
and
That's
if there
another
was,
invention.
and if there was a way we
My
could give
God.
them soup.
A bowl made out of bread. This man
Thank you.
is genius.
My name is Gerald Thompson.
Well, I'm afraid there's been a lot of spirited debate. I think we've run out of time, unfortunately. Daryl, Gerald, we could talk for hours about bread bowls, about glass, about freedom, about families, about panflower, about domes, and about Protect Your Neck, and about Andre 3000. Andre 3000, mourn you till we join you. But I'm afraid we're out of time. If anyone wants to get a copy of Make America Great, where can they do that?
My
don't-
house.
Yeah, it's outside.
Yeah, you just come by. I just sell out the house.
Right. I usually just put a stack on the porch with a little donation jar.
Daryl, Gerald, one thing I really appreciate about your business is the number of trees it takes to create these pamphlets. I am very much against trees, and
Right.
I would love to sell you some paper.
I'm not one for hyperbole. I like to shoot straight down the middle and just say things plainly, but I think that this conversation we're having is maybe the most dynamic and exciting televised programming that has ever existed in the known universe. Unfortunately, though, we are gonna have to go ahead and wrap up this little section of the show. We gotta throw over to commercial so we can pay those gimmicks they keep sending in the mail called bills, and we'll be right back with a new topic and some new guests. You're watching Let Freedom Screech. Caw-caw!
We've all been there. You're having lunch with a coworker and you casually mention that you could never live in her neighborhood because it's known for having a certain kind of person. And then, out of nowhere, she calls you a racist. Unbelievable. It's 3019 and you're still being held accountable for the things you say. You tell her, I can't be racist. Some of my best friends are racist, and I'm nothing like them. And sure, you've won that argument, but isn't there a better answer? Now there is! Introducing a new surgical procedure, the electronic removal of the ability to see ethnicity, or erase for short. After one short erase procedure, you can say, I'm sorry, but I literally don't see color, with total confidence. Avoid difficult conversations about privilege and systemic prejudice. Stop seeing humanity as a rich tapestry of individuals from diverse backgrounds. Start mentally replacing everyone else's culture and ethnicity with your own. Remember, if we ignore an issue long enough, it probably just goes away. So ask your doctor about erase today and start enjoying blissful ignorance. Don't see race, erase.
And we're back. You know, we've had a lot of we've talked about just the qualities that make an American American, but we can't just have a show that talks about things normally. So we need to tell you about the threats, the imminent threats.
From the darkness, the light of one voice cuts through the chains that binds the people to the wheels of their own demise. Follow me, and I will guide you to the path of finding your own way. For I am the lone wolf, striking out into the wilderness of everyday America, trailblazing through the waters of oppression. With danger as my only companion, death is my only safety net. I will not let fear take the wheel as I complete my commute. For this, truly, is Unfollow, the revolution.
Your Jack imitation is coming along nicely.
It is not a Jack imitation, okay? I broke away from Jack. I'm no longer dependent on Jack. I am modeling myself to be the exact opposite of Jack, so I no longer depend on him to guide me. And I think you should do the same. Anyway, so Jack's talking about immigration this week, so I'm going to talk about immigration too.
Oh, we're talking about immigration? I have a lot of thoughts, actually.
No one wants to hear them. I think Melinda had a specific way she wanted me to do these reports anyways. All right, reporting for Unfollow it's not called Unfollow. Reporting for Unfollow. This is field name skin tag and field name Xerox. And again, Melinda, I feel like those are really offensive names. Like,
And I'm UXB.
no. The whole, we had code name. Fine, this is tag and this is UXB, aka skin tag and Xerox. And we're investigating rumors of possible actual immigrants, non-Americans who have entered America. And I know what you're thinking, how could someone cross the wall? But these are actually Americans who were born inside the wall, in the Chicago no-go zone. You see, UXB, Chicago, long ago, became an improv singularity, just one continuous scene going on, engulfing the entire city.
What skill?
The military had to build an entire perimeter around the city because anyone they sent in to try to break it up just got sucked in.
It must have been so fun.
It's terrible. It's terrifying. It's not a way to live. It's an awful, inhumane condition to put someone in. And, there's a rumor that 2 people escaped. and that's why we're here.
Let's get their story.
Yeah, at the All-Star Players Community Theater here in Tuskegee, Wisconsin. UXB, can you break down the door for me?
But this is.
It needs you to break down the door for me.
It's a condemned
Just
building.
right through the door.
It's very dangerous.
right through it, UXB.
Okay.
See, danger lurks around every corner, and it's important to not pause and just go straight through it. Is it safe, UXB? Look around a bit, and it's important that we throw caution to the wind as we explore and find the survivor. Oh, you ready? Okay, cool. All right.
Who's there?
What?
What? Tag, get down.
I hear someone. I hear,
Ah!
I hear you.
I hear you too.
I have a very large bat. I have a very large bat.
Tag used to be very fat.
That didn't help anything, UXB.
Yep.
We're not playing a rhyming game. Listen, I heard a rumor that there are improvisers here.
Hi, this is Hannah.
No, what? No, don't tell them our names. What do you want with improvisers?
What? No.
They're gonna kill us.
I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not from the government. Listen, I'm from an underground resistance movement called Unfollow, and I'm here to get your story.
What?
We want to help if we can.
Oh, God. Yeah. Hannah, we should totally do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Just,
My name's Hannah. This is Jason.
And we're coworkers.
Coworkers.
I thought you said you had a bat.
You don't,
Yeah, it's
you
right
don't
there.
See
You
this
don't
right
see
there?
it.
oh, the way you're holding your hands. It's like the bat's not there, but I can tell it's there. That's incredible.
You have an invisible bat?
That is amazing.
It's object work. I have very good object work. You can tell the way my
So you
fingers
can
are
just,
interlaced.
You can just summon things out of nothing?
Yes.
She's really good at object work.
Yes. Can you guys give us a location that'll fit in this room?
The green room of a condemned community theater?
Yes.
Thank you.
Great.
Okay, guys. Why don't we start from the beginning? What was it like growing up in Chicago? I'm sorry if this is harsh memories, but we're trying to get the story here, and no one's been inside Chicago for 3 generations.
It was great at first. I mean, we were doing shows at the Annoyance every week. We had huge crowds, 15, 20 people sometimes.
That sounds like a line for a salad bar.
Yeah, thank you.
Imagine
was.
tall buildings draped in windows and chaos. There's roads riddled with people, cars. Oh, I'm scene painting. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm scene painting.
It's fine. That's not our format anymore.
I was seeing things with my head.
That's what
Yeah.
we do.
Whoa.
She's good at that.
It seems like you guys have near magical powers. The invisible bat, you made UXB hallucinate. I mean, I don't want to sound alarmist, but you're not here to try and take over the country, are you?
No, we're just trying to survive. You know, we came up here to Wisconsin, hoping that we could maybe be put to work. I don't have much skill.
We have no skills. We have 0 viable skills.
Hold on, dude. What do you mean? When you say 0, I mean, surely you're exaggerating, right? I know you grew up in an improv scene, but surely in that improv community, you learned some valuable skills that apply in the real world.
I can order a Starbucks drink that's complicated really fast.
That's useful. I'm
Venti
sure.
chai with fat-free. I can't even do that
It's
anymore.
not that fast, actually. No.
Everything is just made. It was made up in front of us all the time. We just
Yeah.
kept creating worlds and getting bigger and bigger worlds. We thought that's what it would be like on the outside, but now the worlds we create don't become what we create them to be.
Yeah.
Your gods?
No,
No.
we're far from it.
We're not going to go to Crazy Town in the first beat and be gods. Like, where do you go after that?
Yeah.
You can't heighten that.
It's like bringing a gun into a scene.
All
Right.
right, well, okay, they're speaking some sort of foreign language right now, which is really amazing. It's beautiful to get this rich tapestry of your culture.
The things that
Yeah.
we're learning so far. This is fantastic.
Well,
The skills that you're actual magicians. It seems to me you summon things on command. How you could teach people how to do this?
Oh, yeah. Hannah taught level 1. I TA'd a few classes, but honestly, watching 2 middle-aged adults negate each other on stage is just draining, so I stopped.
Yeah, it wasn't very. viable. I mean, we got out because we started to question. We started to question the reality.
Right.
You know, I can really sympathize with that because I was raised here in America, and I didn't question anything, and I accepted everything that I was told to by the manifest government.
Yes.
And, you know, recently I learned how to think for myself. I broke away, and it's been hard. It has been hard to learn how to think for myself. I mean, I keep having to go back to the revolutionaries I'm with and ask them how I think for myself. And they've been really good about telling me what I should believe so I can learn to think for myself.
Yes.
But, I mean, without their guidance, I don't know what I would have done.
Every time we had a question of the realities and the stakes that we were building, they kept telling us, pray to Keith Johnstone, pray to Keith Johnstone. And it just, I couldn't keep finding any answers.
Right. At a certain point, like, you just need to pay your rent.
I didn't pay rent, I don't think, once.
We never needed to. We created our own homes.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I want to help you with this transition. So we've got a couple of safe houses set up, and we'd love it if you could come.
Let's see that. See?
No, we're gonna actually get in a van.
Oh,
and
cut
drive
to
it.
that.
No, it's a lot to learn. Okay. UXB, I learned a little bit of improv in school, a little bit of how to speak a little bit. I only got to like level 2 of it, but did a semester abroad.
Translate for me, Dad.
Yes, and let's walk out to the van and get in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we totally should do that. Let's go into the van.
So you just got to speak their language, and then
And as we were walking, there was glass all over the floor, and they had
Ow.
to tiptoe. Ow! Ow!
Ow.
Ow! They had to, and coming from the walls, there was mold that started to come to life and took a human form and chased them out of the building.
Hannah, you're going crazy town again. We're in the first beat and you're already having mold that talks. Just seen it. I'm gonna scene this
Okay,
one.
swipe it.
We're gonna wipe
Swipe
this
it.
one.
Swipe
All
it.
right, so let's go to the van.
I'm sorry, but we're taking them to the resistance. Shouldn't there? There's got to be some kind of like government appropriated system to
what?
reintegrate
No, if we-
useful skills into society.
First of all, they don't have useful skills.
I disagree.
Secondly,
Thank you.
if we hand them over to the government, they're just going to deport them right back into Chicago.
Oh, please,
please,
no,
please,
please,
no.
please,
Exactly.
God, no.
Yeah.
I
Or
can't.
they'll be held in a detention center indefinitely as they're being processed to then be sent back into Chicago.
Don't send us back to Chicago.
Okay, no, that's what's not going to happen to you. I'm not going to let it.
If anything, send us to LA. We could check out Groundlings.
No,
Yeah,
Anything.
that'd
no,
be great.
Please
no,
get
just
us out
get
of
in the van.
Chicago.
Just get in the van.
Okay.
All right, this is Field Agent Skin Tag with Co-Field Agent Xerox. In summation, we found the refugees. They are in worse condition than I thought. Not only do they have no skills that are viable in any way in this world, they can't seem to break away from the harmful culture they were raised in. They can't accept this reality, and I think once they get to the refugee camp, they should be put down humanely.
Let Freedom Screech.
Unfollow the Revolution was created and performed by David Gossett, Benjamin Mitchell, and David Nayar. Produced by Rock Punch. Edited by Molly Rowland. Intro music by Alan Hanks. Voiceover by Jenny Wentling. We would like to thank our special guests this episode.
Hannah Asleason and Jason Velasquez.
If you want to keep raging against the manifest, support the American Civil Liberties Union at aclu.org, because the best way to destroy tyranny in the future is to fight it in the present.